back to my YouTube channel. For all of you watching this video for the first time, I'm Sim and I'm getting married this year. I'm sharing my entire wedding planning journey with you, and today's video is all about budgets and costs. So make sure you watch this video till the very end. These are all the lowest costs that I've negotiated with each and every hotel that I was in touch with. So make sure you use all these numbers when you're negotiating with the same hotels. Oh, and yes, before you ask me what is this thing, this is the mic I'm going to be using for today's video. So let's first start off with Thailand. Now in Thailand, we considered JW Marriott in Rayong, and the property was amazing. They were allowing only a 2-night function, which was ideal. So JW Marriott Rayong was charging us 5,500 baht for bed and breakfast, 5,400 baht for the remaining food, which included your lunch, your dinner, your high tea and your supper and your soft drinks. They were charging a lump sum of 25,000 baht for corkage, and then they were also charging us 10,000 baht for service fee after hours. So essentially, if your after party went on till 4 in the morning and you needed staff to serve the supper, you'd have to pay an additional 10,000 baht. So do consider that, and I feel like this is something you could negotiate further as well. The next property we considered was JW Marriott Phuket. It was only 15 minutes away from the airport and fabulous property, and the rates were also quite good. So it was 7,300 baht for bed and breakfast, 7,400 for food including of all meals, no additional service charge for after hours, but they were charging 750 baht per head for corkage. So depending on the number of guests you have and the number of guests that will be drinking alcohol, you should determine if you want a per head corkage or you would prefer a lump sum corkage. The next one we considered was JW Marriott Khao Lak. Beautiful property, but they had a 3-night minimum policy only. This was the most expensive JW Marriott in Thailand. So this was 9,000 baht just for bed and breakfast, about 6,200 for all the food. Again, no after hours service fee. But they were charging corkage of 800 baht per bottle, which I think would add up to be a lot, especially if you're having a 3-night affair at JW Marriott Khao Lak. So I would definitely recommend that you negotiate this to a lump sum amount. Now let's move on to UAE. One property that I absolutely loved in UAE was Intercontinental Fujairah and Intercontinental RAK. Intercontinental Fujairah was about 1,000 dirham for bed and breakfast and another 700 for all the meals. But there were a lot of extras, lot of licensing that you needed in the UAE. So for every artist, including your DJ, you had to get a different licensing. If you were playing at a different venue, you needed a different license for that. If you wanted a drummer and a percussionist, you needed an additional license for that. You also needed licensing for alcohol, and you also needed licensing to get married on the beach. So you need to also check with your hotel on all the licensing costs you have to pay additionally, and it varies from city to city in UAE. So definitely check up on that one. The next one was Intercontinental RAK or Russell Kima. So the food cost was similar, around 700 dirham. But the bed and breakfast was 1,400 dirham in RAK. So this was a summary of all the hotels we considered in our top 2 locations. I'm also going to help you create a budget for your wedding in terms of the percentage you need to allocate towards the hotel, your decor, the food, the alcohol, and the various pluses. So let's start with that. So your hotel cost, including your bed and breakfast, your stay, your after service cost, everything should be in the range of 45 to 50% of your overall budget. Then the next big expenses that you have are decor and alcohol, both of which are in the range of 10 to 15% each. So that's about 70%. So the remaining 30% of your overall budget gets split between your DJ, your wedding planner, your artist, your photographer, your hair and makeup for your guests, your hair and makeup for yourself, the logistics for the guests, the hampers, the mehndi artist, the stationery that you need at your event where your hashtag will be there, your printouts for your bar menu, all your entrances where you're going to write your names, and of course not to forget your choreographer. So I'll break it down still into percentages so that you know that you shouldn't be overpaying for these smaller services as well. So when I was talking to wedding planners, there's honestly a wide range out there. I've gotten quotes from somewhere around 3 to 4 lakhs to up to 40 lakhs, which is honestly insane, and it blows my mind that there's such a wide range in this unorganized sector. But I would recommend, depending on your overall budget, don't spend more than 3 to 4% on a wedding planner, because their overall task is mainly to do the RSVP, set up your hospitality desk, and help you coordinate between all the vendors. Same with the DJ, again, because it's an unorganized sector and it's usually based on talent. The quotes range anywhere from like 1.5 to 2 lakhs to up to 30 lakhs. Again, a crazy amount, and of course, if you want any fancy artists, the sky is the limit in terms of budget. I would recommend you don't spend more than 5% of your overall budget towards DJs and artists combined. Now, I understand that your DJ or your artist is the life of the party and carries the party, but if you were to allocate more funds towards the DJ, you'd have to take away from the other elements, and I would recommend not to do that. Now, your photographer and your sound and light are another 3 and 3%. Another 3 to 5% actually would be the hair and makeup for your guests. It varies on the number of guests you have and the number of hairstylists that you want to set up the salon in your hotel for your guests. So these are all the costs that you will experience in a destination wedding that you need to budget for, but make sure you leave room for 5 to 7% of unforeseen costs. If you found this video helpful, do let me know in the comment section and don't forget to tap the subscribe button. Bye.